I still can't believe nobody's really talking about these two ways that I make money if I'm wanting to make some quick money, or maybe just even take a break from things for a while and make some extra cash while I'm still working from home. The first one is the house sitting. I know I've talked about house sitting before, but not quite as much in detail because I still get people asking me with a confused or blank look. They're like, what? House sitting is amazing. And if all these circumstances didn't happen, I don't know if I would have ever thought to do this either. Everyone's always looking for ways to make side money and stuff like that. House sitting is a great way. And you get paid right away. So what happens is many owners I go to the place and they have money ready, cash, waiting for me. Like one time I walked in and there was $801 bills. I was like, thank you. And that basically, pays for your food while you're living in their beautiful home for free, paying no utilities, no internet, nothing. And now your food and everything else is covered. Some even ask you, like, what do you want to eat? It's crazy. So house sitting is amazing. I was sitting at a pool the other day with one of my friends, and I get this a lot. People are like, how do you travel? What do you do? I had another friend like, I'm glad we're both so happy. And brother, I have zero clue what you're doing, even though you tried to tell me. I'm like, look, it's not that difficult. What it is people just can't believe how easy it is, I guess is the word I'm looking for, that you can make money and travel almost for free. So I normally pick house sitting deals because I'm not doing it 100% full time. I'm still learning all this travel, and I make money online in other ways. But with the house sitting, I make sure I pick a place I really want to visit, and maybe they're not paying. And many times, or oftentimes, they're not paying, and I get there and they're like, hey, here's a little something for you. Thanks again for coming to house sit. Okay, bonus. Or maybe I just want to visit a certain place. And I'm like, what is one of the biggest expenses? The hotel, right? I'm like, now I get to stay in a gorgeous, I don't care, call it an Airbnb for free. And again, many times they pay you. So that is some quick cash and some quick savings. Say you have a 9 to 5 and you have one of those 1 or 2 week vacations coming up and you're still strapped for cash because you are looking for side hustles. Well, this is what you do. You join one of the house sitter sites and you start looking through a place you would like to visit. Maybe you can drive to it. Maybe it's in your hometown and you're like, all I can afford is a staycation. Great. Now you're staying maybe in a beautiful home with a pool. Or maybe you've always wanted to visit New York. Okay, well, find a house sitting job maybe in Brooklyn, New York. And now you're staying in Brooklyn by the Statue of Liberty, by the Brooklyn Bridge, by Brooklyn Park. And do you know what something like that would cost? Yeah, a lot. We all know that. That's what's amazing about the house sitting. And again, 8 out of 10 people pay you. Or if you're like, well, I'm not really into vacation. I don't know. You just need the money. Okay, pick only jobs that pay you. There's many that actually announce if they're paying or not. Again, many times I just stay at one because I really want to stay there. Doesn't say they're paying. They never said anything. We didn't negotiate a price. I get there and they paid me. So house sitting is amazing. It's not a get rich quick scheme, but really, I don't know what is, right? Anything worth doing is going to take some time. So house sitting, you can even do full time. I have a friend I met, and actually I've met a few people even online, and they house sit full time. They get a storage unit or use a family member's address because I was like, where do you store your stuff you just literally can't throw away? Like stuff from your kids. And they get a storage unit somewhere. And sometimes those even have an address you can use for your driver's license because you're still going to need an address no matter what. You can never write nomad, as far as I know, especially traveling to the US. Or you give a family member's address and you just schedule house sitting gigs one to another. and some are only on maybe one website. Go ahead and Google house sitting sites and you'll see several of them. Start with a really cheap one, maybe $50. One of them's like $49, $40, $45, something like that. Try it. You, as the house sitter, gets to search. The owners can also reach out to you too, but that's rare. Usually the house sitter is applying for these jobs. You give a pitch why you would make a great house sitter, and also you have a great portfolio, some nice photos, some nice verbiage, and they'll check that out. Maybe they go to your social media if you have one, I don't know, but just try and have everything looking real sharp. I think I've gotten the majority of the house sitting jobs I've applied for, and I've been doing quite a few of them. There was one in Thailand I really wanted for Christmas, but they had many people apply, and you know, if I was the owner of that one, I would pick someone local. Less risk of somebody flying in or missing their flight or this and that. So that you get that. You also get many that they want couples. They don't want single people. Some only want single people. So there's just all kinds that they want. Some want you to do yard work and maybe water their plants, and there's no pets to take care of. Some are like, just stay there and collect my mail. It's crazy. You're never gonna know till you get on. And for $50, say you join it for per year, $50, you get one house sitting job. It more than paid for it, because I don't know where you can get a hotel for $50. Now, I said I had 2 ways that you can earn money fairly quickly. Like I said, you know, and it's not your other, you know, flipping products or other get-rich-quick schemes. These ones are actually legit. I never knew about them. And again, if I didn't fall into all this, I wouldn't be able to tell you I'm actually doing it and share it with you. So I was doing the house sitting and I was like, well, I'm going to stay in this area for a while. I would like make some money while I'm doing it. And there wasn't any house sitting jobs nearby. So I decided to join a pet service, because I had some friends saying they have used pet services and those for sure you're going to get paid. So I joined Rover. And as a matter of fact, I'm at a pet sitting deal right now. I don't know if you've seen the 2 adorable dogs just running around me. They have been wonderful. I'm staying at this gorgeous house, wonderful pets, this beautiful backyard, and they're paying me to do this. And they're like, you can stay, you can leave, you can do whatever you want. I have their Wi-Fi. I can, what I'm doing is bringing my laptop and I'm working from here. I come outside in this beautiful yard and I'm playing with the dogs. And we're just really having a good time. And I cannot believe how thankful I am that these opportunities keep coming up like this, to stay in a beautiful home such as this one. And they're paying me. I was sitting out here yesterday on this patio and I was like, oh my God, I had to pinch myself. I can't believe someone's literally paying me to sit here on their beautiful patio overlooking their fantastic yard, and I'm getting paid. And the dogs are so easy to take care of. They have a basement here. We went downstairs in the basement because they're allowed on that couch. And the one snuggled up in front of me and we all fell asleep for a little bit, watching some TV. It's just wonderful. And with Rover, and I think house sitting too, but I know for Rover for sure, because I just started this one, is you can put in what kind of pets you want to watch and what kind you don't. Like I just say cats and small dogs. I don't want a real huge dog. I'd just be afraid to get there and be afraid of the dog or something. But I don't think that's going to happen, because another thing is most homeowners know their pet's nice. They're not going to try and leave it if it's aggressive with someone that could hurt it or some horrible thing come up and they got to return home from their vacation. So I started thinking that a while ago. Rover, though, what the difference with that is, you just set up your profile, try to make it amazing, and then they pick you. You can't reach out to the homeowners and be like, oh, I see your lovely pet and your beautiful home. I would like to house sit while you're away. You don't do that. You don't even get to see the home. You'll see the pet. When they ask you, they send you a message saying, would you like to watch my pets this day? And here's a little something about them and my home and stuff. And then once you accept it, then you get the address. But you have like the general vicinity of it. you'll know about where the home's going to be and what the pets are like, and if they've had their shots and this and that. Plus on Rover and probably other pet sitting sites, you also get a background check done. That's it. Okay, so one time a background check, and then that's it for $50, right? And now this gig right here is already paid for the $50. So as long as I'm on Rover, you know, it's ongoing and I don't ever have to pay again, and it's all profit. And I get to, like you say, stay in a beautiful home and get to work from home. And also on Rover is you get to select what type of pet. Do you want to do everything from farm animals to, you know, guinea pigs or whatever you're comfortable in staying with. So again, I just put cats and small dogs. These folks reached out to me. They're wonderful pets. The people have been wonderful. It's just so easy. I get why people don't understand it. And then again, but then it's just a certain radius wherever you're staying at. You put in that radius, and then you also want to block off when you're not available. So for example, I'm heading out west for a month, and instead of trying to change the location, I'm just putting I'm unavailable for all that month. And so it makes it really, really easy to keep up on everything. And you can also put, like, I'll just want to walk the dogs. Like maybe you don't want to stay the night. You just want to make a little bit of money. And so you just walk the dogs or the cat. Or maybe you'll just agree to come into the house 1 or 2 hours a day for the next whatever amount of days. You can fine tune it to whatever helps you. And then you make a couple bucks. Of course, the more available and the more options you have, the quicker you're going to end up getting a gig. Now, the owners are not going to pay you cash. It's all through Rover, and they do take a small commission, of course. They're advertising and promoting you and stuff. I'm happy to pay that. But for example, for a couple hours, I got $90, and I think my payout's like $76. $76 to work out of a beautiful home with a gorgeous backyard for 2 wonderful dogs. Yeah, sign me up. I'll take it. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Have any questions on how this works, let me know in the comments below. Again, it's not get rich quick, but it is, you can make money right away. Again, a house sitting gig in your own hometown, sign up. They'll give you cash when you walk in. It's great, 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 because there's no app it's going through. Rover, same thing, but you know what? The gig's over today. I'll probably get paid by tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.